Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to my reaction to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean, the Netflix trailer. I am jumping on the bandwagon a bit late as usual. I generally, when it comes to trailer reactions, if it's not Attack on Titan, I generally wait until the hype dies down a bit before I jump into a reaction or something, because I do talk a lot and people don't really like that, so I want them to watch all the reactions first that was posted first and get that out of their system and enjoy the reactions. And then boom, here I come slithering in with my, hey, I'm gonna pause the video and talk for 5 minutes in between scenes. Not really 5 minutes. In a trailer, probably, maybe not 5 minutes. But yeah, I am here, I'm gonna watch, the trailer now, and I've seen, obviously, JoJo's up to the end of what has been released, and this is now the 6th part. And did the next manga part also get confirmed recently? Because I read something about that. But yeah, all my reactions to JoJo season 1 to the latest season is available on my Patreon. If you want to sub there, for everyone from level 1 gets JoJo's reactions. But yeah, more than that I'm not gonna say. Let me just fade the screen a bit. There was a poll. Some people did not want me to watch. They wanted me to go in blind, so maybe there's a few spoilers. But what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna overthink it. So if I miss something, do not point it out to me. Even if it's like right there in my face, and be like, it's not a spoiler, you just missed it. I don't care. If I didn't see it, it's a spoiler. So don't tell me, just enjoy my reaction. If I make a theory and I'm completely wrong, let me be wrong, because I think that's part of the fun. So yeah, let's go. I'm gonna put the sound a bit soft. I don't want to. No, it's fine. Let's go. There's no sound. There's sound. Divorced your mother? Wait, no, I have to. After he divorced your mother? What is it with these JoJo's, man? What is it? No, I'm joking. FF. Ooh. That's a very cool premise. Sotos is not gonna be happy. Oh, great voice actress. Very cool. Why the fuck bring Jotaro back? No one wants his stupid face there. I knew Sotos was gonna be mad. Wait, but where's... Oh, so many of the old... What about... Yeah, I kind of... But maybe, no. Well, now we got to watch the Jojo live event. What's the Jojo live event? I like Jotaro, but I really liked the last season a lot, so I was hoping there would be some recurring characters. But the premise is so interesting. The fact that she's framed, sent to jail, and then her, I don't know, estranged father, it seems, comes for her. And she has to, and there's mostly girls, excuse me. That's pretty interesting. It's very different from what we've seen so far, right? I wonder if it will be as, was the manga, is there any way to see the manga success? Because I'm curious. I'm always curious, you know, that the majority of anime fans are guys. And it's nice to see, you know, a character, like a show will be more popular if there's many people that can relate to the characters. And so a season or a manga filled with girls, unless it's usually fan servicey, I have trouble believing it would do as well as the others because of the majority of the fandom being guys. I'm not saying guys aren't into girls. I'm just saying in my growing up, you know, I would read books that's more geared towards girls than geared towards guys, but a show with mostly girl, I don't know, I don't know the story. Maybe there's key pulling points. Maybe the action, the author really pushed great action to keep the guys interested. I mean, success in Japan, I believe it continued JoJo's success at that point from 2000 to 2003. I was excited for the new season, and now Jotaro is there. I'm joining Blackblade on the hating. I'm waiting for Koichi's stupid short face to show up. I still don't understand his whole point in the last freaking season. What was the point of having him there? It doesn't make sense to me. Did I miss that part? I don't remember that there was a reason for him to even show up in that last season. But shame. I dislike him more than I need to. Just for a bridge from old season to new. Oh, I get you. He was just a bridge. But honestly, I didn't need him there to be a bridge. JoJo's is bizarre. I don't need a smooth transition with JoJo's. Just give me a character that is called JoJo and I'm good. Giorno. I'm so sad Giorno isn't gonna be in the next one. I liked him. I know people liked Giovanni more, but I liked Giorno and I wanted him to be maybe the dad. But I guess Jotaro here is the... Yes, Jotaro. He is the bridge. Maybe enough people didn't get hooked on Giorno for Giorno to be the bridge. The sales have been difficult to track, but there are some few facts. Part 5 sold the most out of every JoJo part. 10 million copies roughly. Part 7 sold 7 million copies, and Part 6 sold the least of every JoJo part. What is Part 6? Is it this part? Oh. Stone Ocean. So Part 6 sold the least of every JoJo part. Part 7 sold 7 million. So Part 7 sold more than Part 6. Oh, I think that is probably because, you know, it's difficult when your majority fans are male to sell a female cast. It's not that... I know a lot of people would be like, sexist. And I'm like, no. It's just, it has to do with, you know, anime fans are generally guys. My whole like 97% of, take a look at and I would bet a lot of money that most anime reactions channels, whether it's a girl reacting, whether it's a guy reacting, would look like this. Let me just show you. Audience. Here. It shows, here. 5.9% female, 94% male. It just is like most anime fans are guys. So I understand why a cast of all girls might not sell as well, but I'm still looking forward to it a lot. It does feel strange, you know, Jojo's. What makes Jojo's, partly, not completely, but partly, is that it's these beefy boys, you know, and they're doing these crazy things, but Giorno and his cast, they weren't beefy boys. And I think that it won't be that much of a difference in terms of what the characters can do and how they fight. I think that part 6 won't be all that different. It's just like, you know, the first 4 parts was really beefy boys most of the time. And then, you know, more skinnier guys from, Italy or whatever. So I don't think it would be that big of a transition. But yeah, I expected the sales to be a little bit lower. It was a big move, especially at the time when her trailer reaction video was done. Wait, sorry, I read 2 different messages. It was a big move, especially at that time when people were more rigid. Wait, what time was this? You're talking like it came out in 1980. Everyone knows Japanese guys are big and beefy and Italian guys are slim. Did part 6 come out when? 1985? 2003. I don't think people were more rigid in 2003 compared to now. Women had the right to vote. When did women get the right to vote? It was before 2003, wasn't it? Araki made a female lead for a battle shonen in the early 2000s was a risky writing decision in my opinion. Yeah, but not in terms of what girls can do. It's more like your fan base is majorly male. So it's risky in the sense that will guys relate to this? Not in the sense that people might not accept a woman lead. Sorry if I understood it. Because I understood it as having a female lead is risky in that sense. Whereas I don't think it's risky in that sense anymore. But I do think that people were less accepting of female leads. I don't think it's about accepting. People don't care. It's just that you relate less as a 13, 15-year-old boy that buys Shonen Jump, you relate less to a female lead than a male lead. It has nothing to do with I don't think it has anything to do with acceptance as in girls aren't allowed to be manga leads. I don't know. I can't speak on Japan specifically. Yeah, Japan is different, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know enough about Japan to think, to understand, like, are their women rights different than their male rights? Female leads have always existed. Maybe the readers were not used to reading shonen with female leads. Yeah, because Shonen Jump is literally young boy Jump. So I just think it's a risk. I'm reading Bakuman. No, I'm joking. I said I'm putting my face like that because I talk about this a lot. But I am reading Bakuman, and it deals with creating manga, right? And these young kids that want to become manga artists. And it's really interesting because you get to see I still don't think in Japan that they have any issue. Like, if you take a look at anime and manga, there are some badass female characters from way before JoJo's. You understand my point? I mean, part 6 in 2003. There are like tough female characters. There are sexy female characters. It's just, this is a shonen show. It's more geared towards young males. So I don't think that the issue here is they're not accepting of a female lead because she's female. It's more like we're a bunch of young boys who read this, and we've had boy leads for 5 parts, and now suddenly you throw a girl at us. It's risky in the sense that, like I said before, I do think it's risky because will they relate to this character, and not so much they won't accept the character. So, but I can think of so many. Well, no, I can't. But I can go look if I had to Google shows before 2003, anime, manga before 2003. There's a lot of really strong female leads in anime and manga, so I don't think that it's about acceptance. But I was busy talking about Bakuman. So in the manga, there are a bunch of different creators, mangaka. There is Nizuma, who's like kind of a natural genius. There is a female that she used to write shoujo, but then I don't know why she transitioned into shonen, but she's having trouble adapting because her stories are too romancy for a shonen magazine. And then there's the main characters who one draws, one creates the story, and they have to consider so many things because they want to be popular and beat the main guy, but at the same time they're not good at your battle shonen, your classic battle shonen, so they want to compete with the main guy who's really good at that with a story that's more non-mainstream but still can draw in a lot of readers. But they have to, of course, consider their target market, which is shonen jump readers, and there is a female market but not as much as the men or guys. One theory people have of part 6's poor sales is due to JoJo having become less shonen over time. It had become more seinen over time, which seemed to make readers relate to the manga less among young boys. Part 5 sold well in large part because of Giorno's relation to Dio. It moved to a seinen publisher for part 7 and the sales were far better. Older readers seem to enjoy JoJo's more now. Well, I would have to watch part 6 or read it before I can really give an opinion on that, because for me, my first impression is just 5 parts of male leads, suddenly all female cast. I would say that you're supposed to expect a drop in sales. And not because of anything bad, just because, you know, your target market is guys. If there starts like, let's say there's a makeup company that every year brings out this whole new range. And people always look forward to this range. And then they suddenly bring out a range that is targeted to male clients who like to wear makeup. Obviously their sales will drop because it doesn't mean that boys don't wear makeup. It's just boys wear makeup less compared to girls. So if they're going to bring out a range that's kind of geared towards the opposite of their target market, their general, you know, then yeah, you're supposed to expect a drop in sales. It's definitely wild to think that JoJo was shonen based on the violence, LeMayo. Yeah, that's actually something that Bakuman addresses a lot. So I would just highly recommend reading Bakuman. It's very text heavy, but you get a really great understanding of the process between creator, editor, and then the chief person. There's like 4 people. It's the mangaka, then there's an editor that works directly with the mangaka, then there's someone in between the editor and the chief person that has a couple of editors under him, and they're the one that deals with the chief guy, and they decide what gets put in the magazine, what gets canceled, and all that kind of stuff. It's really interesting. So yeah. You should read Bakuman. Anyway, that is it for my thoughts on... I know I didn't talk about JoJo's all that much, but I don't want to overthink what's going to happen. The design for the main character looks really cool. Me as a girl, I'm going to relate to the character, but also, to some extent, it's fun to see beefy, sexy boys for 5 parts, you know, fight it out and have these crazy powers. So, yeah, JoJo's actually has a lot of fan service when you think about how attractive the guys are. So girls would, like, that's what was nice about JoJo's is, like, even though it's an all-male cast, I can still watch it because, well, it's creative and funny, but also the guys are, like, there's always 1 or 2 that I'm like, that's my... But anyway, thank you for watching my reaction. I look forward to part 6. The main character's design looks very nice. I like the green. I'm sad that Giorno is not going to be in it, to be honest. Gonna miss the Italian theme a lot. But oh well. I would actually love to see part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then their popularity and sales would be very interesting. But that doesn't necessarily correspond to their success. Sometimes it can be more popular but sell less. So anyway, I liked how the Italian boys were built compared to the others. Yeah, more realistic, right? I watched a lot of anime with girl-woman leads. Mila, Sailor Moon, Gunsmith Cats, and more. I still want to watch Sailor Moon. One day. Looking forward what? Looking forward to what? Seeing Jotaro saying yada yada without any reason and leaving your favorite couple die because he is fucking useless. If you didn't notice, Sotos doesn't like Jotaro. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Jolene. I love her name. Jolene. Very cool. I think it's gonna be fun. So, yeah. I hope that they release it weekly. I'm not sure if I'll be posting reactions to YouTube, if I had to be honest. I will have to see if other channels do and if their videos get copyright striked or something. That's always a worry when you start a new series. But yeah, if other channels post reactions, I will do as well. And until they block my videos, and then I'll have to decide and see. But there will be reactions on Patreon. So, okay. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye.